Bingo.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Good to
Long
see
time
you.
no see. How's it going?
Doing good.
It's a Jimm.
Dave's
Beer
beer
review.
review. Dave, please tell us what's on tap of this particular beer
And
review.
we have a beer that's no longer in production.
Well, what are you going to do?
30th anniversary Cherry Stout Reserve from Bell's Brewery.
I like Bell's.
Yep, 9% ABV.
Sweet.
That doesn't give an IBU. It does say here, though, that this beer is being brewed in commemoration of the 30th anniversary of our Cherry Stout. We brewed a version of this beer in 2001 using oak chips and cherry pits. This
Chips
time
and cherry
around, we
pits.
have decided to brew this beer with whole cherries, oak chips, and comes in at a 9% alcohol by volume.
Nice.
Cherry Stout was first brewed in 1988 as a nod to the local home brewer club in Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Kalamazoo.
It has grown to be one of the most anticipated beers we brew at the brewery every year. This beer is a celebration of what Cherry Stout means to us.
Okay. Nice. On the back it says, when a beer reaches a milestone like this, a special batch is required. Brewed with even more cherries than the original that inspired it, this version celebrates 30 years of a Bell's classic.
Yes.
Packaged on 5/10/2018. PRN number 21468. Bellsbeer.com. Nice label, 30th anniversary Cherry Stout Reserve. It's got like huge cherries under some type of tree and the whole thing's red. American Stout, brewed with cherries, obviously. As we said, Bell's Brewery.
Yeah.
So there we go. Dave, I'm looking forward to this. We're kind of going to have a stout night tonight. We always like stout nights.
I love stouts.
Stouts are good. Plus, it's, March right now, so end of winter, it seems appropriate.
Cherries.
Ooh, cherries. And
cherries.
maybe a little bit of coffee.
Some more cherries.
Maybe even some oak.
There's a bit of oak.
Toasted oak.
And chips. Chips.
Yeah, they must have toasted those things. That smells, it's almost
CHIPS.
burnt.
Yes. Not to be confused with the 1970s TV show.
Maybe a little vanilla. Maybe. Cheers.
I can't smell like you can anymore. Hello.
I think you smell a lot.
Yeah, I can smell something right now.
Your breath. Oh, cherry syrup.
Tastes like medicine.
Tastes like cough syrup.
It tastes like cough medicine.
Do you have a Luden's by any chance?
It tastes like a cough medicine.
I had a friend
With
once.
alcohol in it.
I let them try a Imperial Stout the one time. They said, this tastes like Chinese cough medicine. I was like, do you have any Chinese cough medicine on you right now? Because, hey, give me some of that.
Hey, this is the stuff that Chris Cousy used to drink back in the day.
Chris Cousy. He's the guy that invented those things that keep your beer cold.
Yeah, not Cousy, not that guy. The guy that he liked that kind of thing.
Okay, well, shout out to Dave's old homie.
He was a good guy.
He was. Whatever happened to him?
Big guy. I think he got arrested.
Oh, well, that'll do it.
Right.
I haven't seen you in a long time. Yeah, I've been in prison. Ooh.
We used to
Awkward.
ride down the streets, listening to Judas Priest, breaking the law, breaking the law.
Yes, I don't know if you're supposed to take those lyrics to heart. But, officer, I was just listening to the song.
It said breaking the law, man.
It said breaking the law, so I thought I would run that red light and kill that old lady.
It was the 80s, man. Driving around with
cool.
old cars and big, giant, huge boats when they move back and forth and everybody's driving across the street. Yeah, man. Yeah, some shocks on back then.
Ah, yeah.
You know?
Memories.
Memories.
I prefer memories.
I prefer memories.
I just prefer them on somebody other than myself.
I prefer memories. But I don't mean it.
Anywho,
I have
it's
some.
interesting. It's obviously aged a little bit.
Medicine.
As in, this is 2020, and this was 2018 package. So
This is 4 years old, man.
yeah, it's kind of got that age kind of thing, but you still get some of the oak, still got some of the toasted notes, a little bit of roastiness, mostly cherries, but it's like a cherry syrup now. So
There was no foam.
I guess cherries are one of those things that maybe aren't best aged. Although I think about Lizard the Cause from Founders.
Oh,
and
give me
blueberry
some of
was
that
pretty
stuff, man.
good. Yeah. I do need to revisit that one of these days.
I don't know if we ever find a bottle again.
Yeah.
Production, you know.
Well, if it's out of production, maybe I could call Founders and say, hey, you got the recipe?
Yes.
But I think they use a hell of a lot of blueberries. It's hard to get blueberry flavor in beer.
Remember that, man. Drink
I've
that
tried, trust me. I actually have a can of blueberry puree in the back. I was trying to think of what to add it to. Should I add it to the wee heavy
Are
I
you
got
sure
going on?
there's not a recipe out there in the internet somewhere?
Well, I'm sure you can find somebody who thinks it's a good clone, but I don't know. Sometimes you can call up a brewery. You're
Somebody
like,
used
hey,
to work there.
like for instance,
that,
do you remember from Weyerbacher there was a thing called Double Simcoe?
Yes, I loved that beer. I loved all their beers. It came in the in a variety pack.
Well, they released the recipe for that.
That day.
Yeah.
So
So they're like, we don't make it anymore. So if you want to make it at home, here you go. I thought that was really cool.
I still liked it, even though it was from there.
Yeah. Well, that's when I started figuring out I wasn't super crazy about Simcoe, but I admit
Well,
it
because
was
it's
a fun
grapefruit tasting,
beer. Yeah. But anyway, back to this cherry imperial stout.
Right.
Give us a number, Dave.
7.5. I think it's fair. Not an 8. Not a 7. Not a 6. 7.5. Sounds good to me. What do you think?
Well, I want to be harsher on it, but I admit it is tasty. So yeah, 7.5 seems fair. I'm going to go with that because you're right. It's not 8. It's actually better than 7. It might be 7.25, but you know what? It's also 4 years, going on 4 years old at this point, so it's fine. Very nice. Listen, Bells, good job. Sorry for the late review. Maybe when you come out with these beers, you could send us some and we could thank you for it. I don't know.
Thank you.
We don't give good reviews just for free beer, but
That's right.
at least we review it because, you know, so many people are watching this channel.
We need different kind of beers. Just send all the different kind of beers you got.
Have you ever heard of an influencer, Dave?
An influencer?
Yeah.
A social media influencer?
Exactly.
You're not one of those.
Well, I was going to say we're more like influenza.
I'm like sick. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're sick, dog.
We've been doing this for 9 years now, and we got 40 viewers, okay?
There's a little more. Come on.
Come on, how many we really got?
I think we got like, hey, we doubled. We're almost at 80.
80? You have to have 1,000 to get monetary. Come on, somebody, join us. I always tell all my friends, everybody I know, all the people I go to the doctor's
Don't
office.
beg, Dave. It's unseemly.
What?
Bad, Dave.
Bad, Dave?
You asked nicely.
Well, yes, I say, could you please join our channel? I'm sorry, I don't want to log into Google.
Yeah.
What?
This is 21 years old and our content. What are you going to do? We're talking about alcohol here. We can't have 8-year-olds saying, hey, Daddy, Jim and Dave said that the cherry stout was really
I
good.
notice most people, when they go to YouTube, they're not signed on to Google. They just go to YouTube not being signed into Google, so they can't actually say like something.
Well, they don't want the Google to
subscribe
track
to something and something else.
They don't want that
Can they
Google.
still like? I guess if they're not signed, they can still like, but they can't.
I don't think they
subscribe.
can.
Well, I don't know. I never tried it because I'm always logged into YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm on YouTube every day looking at videos.
So there you have it. 7.5 out of 10 from both Dave and I. Well done, Bells. And congratulations to Mr. Bells on retiring. And I guess he sold his shares in the company. I don't know. Something like that.
He did?
But yeah, well, you know, he's having some health problems. I guess if you sit there and drink beer all the time, you're probably not.
What's wrong with that now?
Well, tell us in 10 years if we're still alive at this point.
I'm alive still.
You are now.
I am now.
Oh, I just said something awful because my nose is itches. That's always a bad sign when my nose itches.
Like,
It means I just said something that's going to come true. Fuck.
all right, that's bad.
All right, we have to do a change, Dave. We have to live healthier. We have to exercise more. We need to bike all the way down to Washington.
Hey, I don't
DC
have
and back.
popcorn with butter in it, okay, anymore, so that's a good thing.
Ooh.
And I don't put any salt in it anymore either, so that's a good thing too. Hey, those are the ways I'm making myself better.
You know what a good substitute? You know what a good substitute is for salt?
What's that?
No, I'm asking. What's a good substitute?
I don't know.
I want some. Maybe pepper.
I have pepper.
Did you put pepper on your popcorn?
No, but I just had it.
Ooh, what about Old Bay seasoning?
I don't know.
Or maybe
Old Bay seasoning.
paprika.
Isn't that bad too? I don't know.
It's bad, okay.
Is that bad?
It's got like a bunch of different stuff in it. But anyway, so there you have it. 7.5 out of 10 from both David's eyes. As I said before, we like to end by saying that it's generally a reciting, excuse me. It's generally reciting the Surgeon General's warning, which I'm probably paraphrasing, that women who are pregnant shouldn't drink alcoholic beverages at the risk of birth defects.
Right.
You should not operate heavy machinery or drive a vehicle if you're under the influence of alcohol.
Bad.
And of course, excessive drinking can cause health problems. And the reason we try all these different beers is we believe that you, our viewers, should drink great beer and have a good laugh with two of your friends.
We
And
love
subscribe to
you.
our channel. Just thumbs up, thumbs down, comment below, and we'll see you next time on the Jim and Dave Beer Review.
Right.
Ba-bum, 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 ba-bum.